Hey y'all. Hey y'all. You know what? Y'all probably can hear the noise in the background, but anyway, y'all just excuse the noise in the background. I know several of y'all be asking me about these different topics. And I know several of y'all been asking. I got your questions. I got all of it. The, you know what? I'm not gonna say that I'm not in a holiday spirit. And I'm not gonna say that I'm looking for anything for holiday because every year y'all know what my New Year's resolution is just to continue to stay closer and closer to God, and also to make sure that my son and my parents are straight. Well, I only just got one parent that's still living, but and my siblings, and I still got two siblings that's still two living. Thank God, but I went out. I think it was Friday before last. It might have been last Friday. I went out and I had a good time. When I tell y'all that I had the best time, but every time I get with these ladies, we are friends, and every time I get with them, it's like just some come over me. Because even after my surgery, y'all know that after my surgery, the it was like in June or July of last year, 2022. Y'all know I was in terrible shape. I'm talking about like I was in terrible shape. And I was telling the doctor, I said, I'm glad that I recorded this. I say, because I, and as honestly, I wasn't trying to record it. I really wasn't trying to record it for real. Um, all I know, my baby sister just kept saying, well, we gonna go on here to make you laugh. We gonna go on here to make you laugh. And once I had recorded it, and that's when I was on the back massage, and she was, she does know how to make me laugh too. And I was easing down on the back massage, and it was a lot of stuff. Y'all seen how I was trying to hold my tears back. When I say I was trying to hold my tears back, and like as far as like the New Year's resolution, look, no offense to nobody, cause no offense, I ain't with that New Year, new me. I be like, New Year, same me. But if it's anything that I needed to control, it's my anger. But I always say that's gonna be hard, cause I know that this is the thing right here with my anger, and I know me. A lot of times when somebody say something or do something to me, if I ignore it, sometimes, and I know you can't say nothing back to a person, and most of the time, once you ignore it, and if you got somebody that steady peeking, or somebody that think you coward, and you may not be coward, but you got somebody that just still going at it. Okay, that's when sometimes I draw the line where I be like, okay, you know what? I'm finna go ahead, and I ain't just gonna cuss you out. That's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start fighting. I know better. That's one, and I'm too old to be trying to fight. And I'm not trying to be doing all that fighting. I'm gonna go ahead and hit, and then I'm gonna tell you what it's for later. So, like, it's a lot of stuff that have been coming at me lately, and I've just been like, okay, you know what? And then no sooner than and I don't know what it is about, and then it was the crazy part about it's from family members. Some, some. The crazy part is that they feel like you crazy once you go to cussing them out. So I had this phone call the other day, and it was from one of my cousins. Now, remind you that me and this cousin don't even talk. We barely speak to each other. They had been asking my mama about me. So when I finally came over to see, my mama had told me they had been calling, and whatever. And so, which everybody know that my 305 number is out there, which, you know my number. That ain't no joke. That ain't no joke. It's out there. It's on my website, all over. It's on the internet, the 305 number. So that's why I don't mind nobody calling or texting that number. So all of a sudden, when my number had rung, I didn't know who it was, so I went on and answered. And so he was like, cousin. And I said, yeah. Boom, bam. He just jumped into something that I don't know nothing about. Happened I'm sitting here with my mama and I put it on speaker. I blurted out and started laughing. Like, okay, this is what you want to call me for? Something about his sister or a fight and it's something. You know what? If this where y'all want to put y'all business at on Facebook, that's good. That's all good and great. I ain't got nothing to do with whatever. But the situation the stuff that he asked me, and I'm just like, okay. And so my mom was sitting there. So she told me, she said, he got health problems. I didn't get mad with her. I looked at her and I said, and you know, I never disrespect my mama. I never disrespect my mama. I didn't even disrespect my daddy. And I said, I got health problems too. You know, please don't let them health problems be no crush to you because, you know, you say something to me out the way, I'm going to say something back to you out the way. You just not going to like me. That's the thing is because I know that I got a ruthless and reckless attitude and a mouth. I know all of it. And then, you know, and then I always say, you know what? I ain't worried about you messing with me. You can say whatever you want to say. But when it come to my child, and y'all know when it come to my child, but when it come to my mom and dad, and even when it come to my siblings, my nieces and nephews, it's off limits, you know. And I do the same thing for my old man. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. I do the same thing, but I don't really have to take his back because no, I don't have to. So I say, well, you know what, Lord, I had started this Bible plan. I don't wait till New Year's Day to start working out because, as you know, I work out every single day. Anyway, I don't have to wait because I've been working on I've been doing my health for the last 15 years. I had it's 16 years now, so it's probably going on 17. So lip gloss, thank you, lip gloss. It is great lip gloss. Thank you. So I don't know what I was finna say. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. I've been working on. I told my baby sister, I said, you know what? She tickles me because I told her, I said, I've been working on this Bible plan. I started about 3 weeks ago, really. It was like probably the third week. It was actually around the 14th day of November that I started this Bible plan. And I told her, I said, you know, y'all know, if I'm not suffering for anything. The only thing I want to do, if I'm suffering for anything, it's more grace. But the only thing I want to do is just make sure that my child, my mom, my old man, and my you know, everybody, and even people that I don't know, just be straight. And even people that made me mad, and even people that think that I did something to them, or even people that lied on me, and then had to come back and apologize to me. And then even if the people that don't know how to apologize to me, I don't pray for nobody because I always say, no offense to nobody, but I don't want nobody prayers because I don't know what you're praying for. So don't tell me that you're going to be praying for me because I'm going to cuss you out. I'm going to cuss you out. You tell me, oh, I'm going to be praying for you and everything because I'm going to cuss you out. Don't tell me you're going to be praying for me and my family. This ain't no mean. This not being mean or anything to nobody. And I just say, you know, if I'm suffering for anything, it's more grace. But that plan that I started, and I told my baby sister, and she was like, congratulations, big sis. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. The plan that I started was like, you know, sometimes you can forgive somebody, but then it seems like you still got a wound there, but you don't got a wound. But then you don't know. But then also the plan is to continue for me to just stay. And that, y'all know, that's always been my New Year's resolution, just to continue to stay closer and closer and closer to God. You know, not to let me backslide. Not saying that I won't backslide within that year because y'all heard what I just said. Not saying that I won't. And I will. And I told her, I said, girl, this right here is gonna be, thank you. Yeah, I lost weight. Thank you. I've been on this journey though since for the 16 for for 16 years. This weight loss journey. I've been on it off and on. But I finished telling y'all that story on another day though. I thought I had some videos down in the bottom that I can tell y'all more about when I first got. I thought I had some down there, like if you go through the page where when I first started on my weight loss journey. Yeah, but I'm still at the I'm type 2. I'm type 2 and I do the work workout. Yeah, the thing is honestly I do a lot of exercise, and so right now the way that I'm still in the gym as much as I'm still in the gym. Uh, I go to various different one. I'll, yeah, we go to various different ones. That's why I say we don't never be in the same location. I that one is kind of hard because I can't do like I can't do no bending or no twisting right now, and I still have the back problem. Oh yeah, that's why I said somebody was just telling me today about somebody, and I said, Lord have mercy. I said that made me think about me, because if you had saw me, honey, I was in tears. When I say I was in tears, because when I stood up, like this leg was jumping, that leg was jumping. Then when I laid down in the bed, looked like it wouldn't let me get no sleep. And then like it was just like felt like somebody was running a baseball field back there through my back. And I said, oh, I'm talking about like I was crying. I do. I love to work out. I really do. I love to work out. But like the best part of the gym now, really, and I promise you, I really want to go get on it today, but I'm not. It's that hydro massage. But I did say that me and my mom was gonna go because she was asking me the other day. My mom was asking me what is a tanning bed, and I said, Mama, you ain't trying to turn no darker than what you is. I said you love your color. So I did say that I was gonna go get in that tanning bed, and I was gonna let her get in that tanning bed and see how we come out looking. But if we come out looking like we darker, she ain't gonna want to get back in that tanning bed no more. Trust me. She ain't gonna want to get back in there. She do. Yeah, she do. Thank you. Yeah, she do work. She work out a lot. She loves to work out. If like that's what I was saying. If you go through there, okay. So you did see it. You will see her dancing. We used to go to the Zumba classes a lot. We used to go to those dance classes, and I think she done been to 2 or 3 recent ones. But I told y'all don't ask me that, because look, I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a personal trainer at all. I'm not, yeah, at all. My son, I have to ask him a lot of questions. Trust me, I'll be asking him a whole bunch of questions. Then I have to ask my old man a whole bunch of questions too. And then I'll be like, and then I make this little thing be like, okay, you just don't want me. You just don't want me or something. I just say stuff though, for real. Sometimes yeah, but that's, I'm trying to ignore. And that's why I said it's going to be hard. I don't know why it's going to be so hard for me to do. But, like the New Year's resolution and the New Year's, like when I was coming up and as a teenager, and then when I got a little grown, you know how you do the black eyed peas, the greens, and dressing and the candy yams, and you know how they, for all that, what they call it, like well, I don't know if I'm saying the right word, the potluck. I don't know, that might not be the right word, but and the chicken and all that kind of stuff. Or I forgot. I don't know what, because I'm thinking about fish and it's not fish. Because I love me some tilapia and some catfish. And you know how you get, like the man knock at your door or walk all the way through your house. And I think it was around the house or come back through the door. For some reason, now I'm not even interested in all that. A friend of mine, she did talk to me though when she picked me up. She had picked me up a couple of weeks ago. Then another one, a friend of mine, so we had went out and I had went and met her. We had like a just like a day out, and so I went and met her, and she was talking to me, and she was telling me about the she said, Faith, I know you've been isolating yourself. She was like, Faith, you've been isolating yourself since your dad. And I was like, yeah, I know it. Because when I tell you, I wouldn't answer no phone calls. I wouldn't answer no text messages. But I did not start crying until like almost 2 years. Like, well, it's finna be 2 years. But I didn't start crying until like this year. And I think the reason that I think more the reason that I had started crying is because a lot of stuff that I had been seeing that's going on with my mama. And I was like, oh my God, I can't call my daddy now, because like when the doctor would say something, what was going on with her, not getting the credit. That's why I always say that don't nobody get this video and twist it and turn it around. My brother and my sister do move. My baby brother and my older sister, they do move. They'll jump. But even though they'll take time out of their busy day and jump and come and see about mom and daddy. But now my son different. That's why I was saying during my surgery that I didn't want my son to be trying to take care of me, because it was like a lot of stuff that I didn't want him to do, but he didn't have to do it. But he didn't have to do it. Like, it's for us when it came to changing and bathing me. My mama did it, and the nurses didn't do it. But that ain't the first time that my mama bathed me. It ain't the first time, and it probably won't be the last time that she bathed me. I tell people all the time, that's why I said a long time ago I used to tell somebody, and it was 2 or 3 a friend of mine, when they were saying about losing their parents, I would tell them, I don't know the words to say. All I can do is just pray. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to pray for you, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to pray with you. Only thing I can do is maybe we can go and walk. You don't have to talk about anything, or you don't have to, just, try to relieve your mind. Try to, if you're up under stress. What I did, even when it came to my friend, I went back and I looked at them pictures. And all I got is good. And that's what I said. All I got is memories, like the good memories. But when it came to my mama at the doctor, I said, oh Lord, I can't even call daddy now. That's the first thing that hit my mind, because he was more like a protector, overprotector. And I was like, dang, I can't even call him. I can't pick up the phone and call him and tell him, Then, like my son, when it came to us working out, my daddy would be glad to go working out. And I'm talking about, that's why I said I hate my paycheck being hacked, because I cannot get into that page. Thank you. I cannot get into that page for nothing in the world. Thank you. But no, I got 3 lives going at one time. I'm live over here I'm live over here on IG, and I'm live over here on YouTube, and I'm live here on this other oh yeah, you know what? We are gonna talk about that. I forgot all about that. We are gonna talk about that. I forgot all about it. Thank you. I forgot. Yeah, but and that's all I got is like good memories. And that's why I was like, where did my son find those pictures at? Honey, I was a baby having a baby for real. And I often say that I was a baby having a baby. That's why I also sometimes like a lot of stuff like when I be talking to my son, and sometimes when he'll tell me, and I'd be like, you know, it's not that he talking back, and I'd be like, okay, you know what? I didn't know I was doing this, and I'd be like, you know what? Being a parent, it's not easy. Being a parent, you know, like it's not easy. And it's not like we had a set of, or it's not like we had a handbook to teach us the pros and the cons, or what to do and what not to do. The handbook was Jesus Christ and our parents that taught us, because that's what I said. It's like I know I did, and you know what? And God blessed me with the child that I wanted. Thank you. We do. You think you look like me? I think so too. Somebody just told me that the other day at the store. They told me he looked just like me. Then they say he looked like my mama. Then they say he looked like my brother. And when they tell me that he looked like my mama and my brother, I'd be like, you know what? Y'all, let me tell y'all a little joke. I'd be like, you think he look like my mama and my brother? My baby brother? I'd be like, oh my goodness, believe it or not, my mama and my baby brother was the one that I was mad at the most. And I just tell the little joke. Oh, my mama was real strict, honey. My mama was real strict. I remember my daddy was strict too, but he wasn't like strict. It was just certain stuff that I felt like that the boys could get away with a lot of stuff than the girls did. No, but you know what? I think that's what I'm saying. I go through and I look at those pictures, and that would help a lot. And then, you know, not saying that you got to talk about it, but you know, like I was telling the lady this morning, I hadn't seen my dad and my brother in my sleep no more. And one of the ladies, she was telling me, she said, that's because you done just what the Lord wanted you to do. And I'm like, and I still didn't understand. Now, like, I hadn't seen, but I saw my dad and my brother in my sleep one more time after that. But the day that I saw them in my sleep, it was like we was having a good conversation. We was talking and we was having so much fun, and it was just like, yeah, I mean, when I say that dream seemed so real, but then when I woke up, it was raining. So I was like, I was trying to go back to that dream because we was sit up, and he was, I always would make the statement, like when my mama cooked them greens, I always make the statement and say, oh, them greens taste so good, it make you want to slap your mama. Make you slap your mama. And so Mama would be like, you try it if you want to. So we would love to hear her say that, and then, you know, it would be real good. But yeah, it hits different. It hits, you know, it hits different because a friend of mine told me that after the first year, it gets better. But like I said, I don't have no regrets, and I don't have no sympathy. The only thing I can, you know, can't say that, you know, I love, because I said all of that while they was living. I love them. The only thing is that I go through the missing part. Well, like, now I'm seeing what she's saying about when the holidays and the birthdays and the anniversaries coming up. Now I'm seeing exactly what she's saying. A friend of mine that was telling me that, and I'm like, And so I got to where I be playing this song, Missing You a lot. Now I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, why is I'm playing this song so much? And so a friend of mine's an older lady, you know, the older lady and the older couple that I be down, they're friend of the family. And she was talking, she said, girl, she said, I tell you what. She said it seemed like that she was getting a lot of backlash with her mama, which it ain't the first time she told me. She said that, you know, it just seemed like I was the one that was getting all the backlash. And she said, but I would give anything for that woman to come on down here right about now, just to hear that woman's mouth, just for her to fuss at me. I said, you know what? Not mine's with this is the thing, and this is what I always tell somebody, and I'm gonna end this after I say this. This is what I tell, and I think I had this talk with I'm not gonna say who I had this talk with. I'm not gonna say who it was, but I had this talk with somebody before, and I said, you know what? This our parents don't mean no harm. This is the thing that we got to realize. This is, and I'm way younger than this person that I told this to. They don't mean no harm when it comes to us. You may think they being hard on us, and you may think that they being strict on us. The thing is, when they had us, sometimes some people be looking for somebody or somebody, and I'm not gonna say something, but somebody to love. And not saying that that was gonna keep, because having a baby is not gonna keep a man or a woman. Some cases it may be, some cases it may not. Depends on how hard that person love. You don't know what our parents had to go through. Not saying that they did nothing bad, not saying that they did nothing illegal. And you know, the ancestors, I'm gonna take it on down to the ancestors. You don't know what, like as far as the ancestors, when it came to them coming up with their parents or whoever had to raise them. You don't know what went on. That's why I said I can't stand that statement when, and I'm not gonna say nothing bad on the ones that be saying this, because y'all know who y'all are. I can't stand that statement when somebody say, well, y'all know what, we wouldn't be this way, we wouldn't do this, and we wouldn't do that if, you know, your parents hadn't said what goes on this house stays on in this house. The reason that I can't stand that statement, number one, let me be specific. One, when our parents told us what goes on in the house stays on in the house. Number one, they wasn't talking about, and I'm going to get to it too. They were saying, like, we sit down and we having a family dinner, right? Say we eating for lunch. We having a family dinner. So we discussing. Just say that we, just say that, you know, just say that we was renting. But see, I know, it's about, but just say we was renting. Just say if we had to rent, and we had got an eviction notice. Just using this for an example, and say that our lights was about to be cut off. Just an example. And we sit around and we discussing it at the table about who got to work the longest. Our parents got to work the longest. And if we wanted something for school or needed something for school, our parents gonna work longer hours to make sure that we get what we need, not what we want. But at the end of the day, they're going to teach us about God and teach us about the power of prayer first. Now, that's how my eyes did us. Number two, if it was somebody that did something that they didn't have no business doing, I'm pretty sure if you had went to your parents and told your parents that such and such did this, and they told me don't say nothing, I'm pretty sure that your parent would have moved. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I said I don't like this statement, because, you know, You got to learn to listen. You know, you got to learn to listen to. We got to learn to listen to our parents. We got to learn to listen to our children. I watched this lady. I watched this lady one day, and this lady, she talks so bad about her mama. She talks so bad about her dad. And I said, you know, she would come on a live with us, and I mean, she talked so bad. Till one day we had to actually cuss her out because of the stuff that she was saying. We had to actually just like go in on her and cuss her out. Now that her mama is gone, every day she's saying good stuff about her mama. And if I'll be right back, y'all.